just got back from the summit and it was amazing. We had tons of positive feedback um, on the event, and we even had users who, I say users, they weren't users at the time, they're users now. They came up to us, expressed that they were building things in the high level conversational AI. They weren't sure what the difference was. And then we just sat them down and built it for them. They sent it live. And in one of the scenarios, within 3 hours, doing a database reactivation for someone, they had booked 30 appointments with CloseBot. Now, this is something that they were trying to build in high level and testing, iterating. They just never felt comfortable with it. And it was hard to convey the fact that the main difference is just quality, it is just better. And he saw it in person, and that made him a believer. He was more so a believer when we said it live, and it booked 30 appointments in 3 hours. Fast forward a little bit, he ended up building agents for other people in CloseBot and bringing them over for us to audit what he built. And he did a fantastic job. It really is easy to build with CloseBot. But that got me thinking, is it true that a lot of people really don't know the difference between the two? And I kind of forgot about it. And then there was a post in the CloseBot group recently saying, hey, I'm new with CloseBot. I just really still don't understand what the differences are. And in one of our demo calls, someone on the demo call um, said as well, I don't know what the differences are. And I typed out a lot of the differences. Keep in mind, the top differences that I'm not mentioning here are quality. It's just way better in conversations. And what that relates to is more booked appointments. I keep saying that CloseBot has booked more AI appointments to high level calendars than high level themselves have booked with AI to their own calendars. And that is powerful considering we only have a small percentage of the total amount of high level users using CloseBot. And everyone who is using CloseBot has tried the native solution. So keep those things in mind. In addition to that, we're cheaper than high level after about 4 sub accounts. You'll find the quality of conversations are just better, hence what I said. We have far less downtime. We've been doing the whole fallback model for a couple of years now, and our fallback infrastructure is sound. So if you don't want to go down when OpenAI goes down, use CloseBot. Our smart FAQ allows the AI to notify you when it doesn't know the answer to a question. And then all you have to do is fill in the answer to the question and hit save. You no longer have to review all of your conversations on a regular basis to find gaps in your AI's knowledge. It just works. I haven't reviewed RAI for weeks now, and it books on average about 5 appointments a day for us at CloseBot. We have an email tool now. So if your AI is communicating with someone over text message, for example, and they say, yeah, could you email me your pricing when you can? Our AI can actually do that with no additional setup. All you have to do is turn on the email tool. It can do that. We've been doing flow built AI agents for 3 years. And it's a very complex problem. And here's an apples to apples comparison problem. A lot of people compare CloseBot's Flow Builder to High Level's Flow Builder. But it's kind of like comparing I like to say, a Prius to a Lamborghini. Technically, they're both cars, but that's not the same. We've been doing it for 3 years and we do a damn good job at it. So if you want to use a flow builder that actually works and results in more revenue for you and your customers, use CloseBot. We have 24/7 live human chat support that's focused on the AI side of things instead of having support that's focused on thousands of other features. We are focused purely on the AI. We have these things called custom scenarios that High Level doesn't have in their flow builder. And without custom scenarios, their flow builder is kind of like our version 1 of our flow builder. So they're really years behind. In our version 2, a custom scenario allows the AI to jump to other parts in the job depending on certain things happening, just like how a real conversation happens. For example, I might be conversing with a lead and I know the script I want to follow, but if they just want to skip the BS and book an appointment, I should be able to book an appointment with them. For us, that's a custom scenario that's listening for them, saying they just want to skip all the questions and book an appointment, and then allowing them to do that. You can do some really cool things with custom scenarios. Closebot can chat over email. I mean, that's a simple enough thing we've been doing for years. High level still can't chat over email. We can send images. High level can't send images. In fact, I'm super excited for our native chat widget to roll out in Q1 because high level's chat widget itself can't send and receive images, which is such an elementary thing for a chat widget to be able to do. Scrape sites in our knowledge base refresh every single day. So if you have a website that has had changes, you don't have to rescrape it when there are changes. It automatically will rescrape. And there are more exciting changes coming to our knowledge base later this quarter still. You're able to easily split test personas, which control the tone of your AI to see, maybe Anthropic results in more booked appointments than OpenAI. Or maybe when you enable typos, it's better versus not having typos. That's easy to test with Closebot. In-flow testing with Closebot. So these flows you build with high level, you have to open 2 tabs, 2 windows. And then when you're testing, try to think of where it is in the flow you build. With Closebot, testing is within the flow. So as you're testing, similar to N8N, it's going to highlight the different aspects as it's working on them. And it makes it much easier to produce AI that actually works. Many of our users are saying it's really hard to build something now that doesn't work. Because with the Flow Builder and the testing portal within the Flow Builder, it's really easy to dive in and see what's happening and why, and iterate. Our testing portal even allows you to test conversational booking, cancellation, tag updating, and field updating. We create an actual fake contact in your CRM when you start a testing session. And as you're chatting with it, that fake contact is updated. You can see how the tags are updating. You can see how the fields are updating, and you can even conversationally book to your real calendar with that fake contact, reschedule, cancel. It all works just like it does live. It makes it much easier to troubleshoot and test. There are many other things, but I feel like that gives you guys a good idea of what the differences are. And keep in mind, all these differences came after us totally rebuilding the platform from the ground up. Version 1 went about 9 months without a single code update. And now we're on the other side of that. And not only are we far, far ahead, but we are releasing new updates every single week to conversational AI. Even though High Level is moving fast at releasing updates every couple months to their conversational AI, they just can't compete with us purely focused and releasing huge updates every other week. On top of that, we are innovating and they are chasing. So we'll let them chase and we'll continue building the best damn conversational AI lead qualification and booking agent that you can imagine. Okay. If you're here for AI as your foundation, you've picked the right place.